Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn how to create and use a software instrument. As you can see, I'm about to start a brand new project, so in order to create a software instrument I simply need to click on Instruments on the left hand side of the menu. So we are now presented with our normal mix editor, but we also can see a virtual piano. We can click on the piano keys in order to hear the sounds. As you can see on the piano keys, there are letters. When we type the letters written on the keys on our computer keyboard, the corresponding notes on the piano will sound. So I'm now going to press Z on my keyboard. And you can see that the corresponding key is played on the computer as well. So I'll just test out a few of these. If you'd like to change the octave of the piano, which will change the pitch of the notes, we can click the plus or minus button where it says octave. So obviously pressing plus will raise the pitch and pressing minus will lower the pitch. So let's just try that out. Holding down the shift button will mean that the notes sustain, and all that means is that when you play the note it won't just stop, it will ring out for longer. So I'm going to type the shift button and hold it down on my computer keyboard. So I'm holding it down at the moment. You can just see that it's gone green, and now when I play a note and take my finger off that note, you'll still be able to hear the note ringing. And as soon as you take your finger off sustain, the notes will stop. We can change the scale and key signature with these drop down menus here. So for example, I'd like to compose in the scale of C major. So I'm already in C, and for this menu I'm just going to click major scale. Now the selection of notes has decreased, and every note that I play will be in the key of C major. Let me try a different scale. I'm going to try a pentatonic scale. So I'm going to try a minor pentatonic. So if you don't know already, pentatonic, pent means 5. So this scale will only have 5 different notes in it, and I'll change to G. So we can see here we've got G, B flat, C, D, F, and then we repeat G, B flat, C, D, F, and beyond. So that will sound like this. It would be a good idea to spend some time exploring the different scales and keys to see which ones you like the sound of. As you can see, you've got many different options of the key signature and the type of scale as well. Let's have a look at the left hand side menu. So I can change the instrument using the drop down menus here. The top menu is a general selection of instruments, and the one below, the menu below, allows us to pick something a bit more specific. So as you can see at the moment, it says piano on the top menu, and then the bottom one I can choose a specific type of piano. So let's try out lo-fi piano. So you can see the sound's quite different. Let's try a different one. Let's try a vibraphone. So I'm going to try something different from piano. I'm going to try synth bass, and it automatically comes up with deep house. So let me hear how this one sounds. Okay, I quite like the sound of that. So I really like the sound of deep house synth bass. So I'm going to spend some time coming up with some sort of bass line that I want to record for my song. So I'm just going to spend a minute coming up, finding the right notes. Yeah, that's more, I like that. I'm just typing the letters in on the keyboard. Okay, I think I've come up with something. So now I want to record it. So first things first, I need to set the metronome to the right BPM. So in order to do this, I'm going to turn on the cycle function, and I'm going to turn the metronome on. And I'm going to adjust the BPM until I think it's just right for what I want. While I'm doing this, I can also play the notes along just to make sure that it's the right feel for me. So I'm going to press play and I'll be able to hear the metronome. So already I know that's too fast, so I'm going to drag the metronome down a bit. Let's try it now. That's a bit better, possibly a bit fast for me. Let me drag it down to 100 and then I'm going to test it out. Okay. Yeah, I think I found the right tempo.